Good morning, class. Today we will continue our Black History Month interviews. I have a special announcement. I am so excited. Today, instead of us having our guests via video chat, we have a special guest coming to our classroom for a one-on-one interview. Yay! Are y'all ready? Yes. Hello, welcome to our class, Miss Dunnigan. Hello, everyone. How are you, Miss Dunnigan? I'm doing well. We will dive right into our interview. Okay. Please state your name and occupation. My name is Allison Dunnigan. I'm the first African American journalist, civil rights activist, and author. Wow, how amazing. What an honor to have you with our classroom. Thank you. Can you share more with us about this? I am the first African American female correspondent to receive White House credentials and the first Black woman of the Senate and the House of Representatives press galleries. That is so amazing, Ms. Dunnigan. How were you inspired to go on this path in your life? I was raised in a very strict home. My father was a sharecropper, and my mother did laundry for a living. My brother and I were raised with strong emphasis on a strong work ethic. I did not have very many friends, and I was not allowed to have a boyfriend when I was a teenager. I began going to school once a week at age 4. I knew how to read before first grade. When I was 13, I began writing for the Owensboro Enterprise. I always dreamed to experience the world as a newspaper reporter. I completed a teaching course at the Kentucky Normal and Industrial Institute. I taught Kentucky history in Todd County School District. During this time, the schools were segregated. My class did not know about African American contributions to the Commonwealth. So I began preparing Kentucky fact sheets in addition to the required text. In 1939, I formed a manuscript, which was later published in 1982. It is titled The Fascinating Story of Black Kentuckians, Their Heritage and Tradition. From 1947 to 1961, I was the chief of the Washington Bureau of Associated Negro Press. In 1947, I became a member of the Senate and House of Representatives press galleries. In 1948, I became a White House correspondent. In 1961, I was named the education consultant to the President's Committee on Equal Employment Opportunity. From 1967 to 1970, I was the associate editor with the President's Commission on Youth Opportunity. You have accomplished so much, Ms. Dunnigan. Yes, it's been a long, hard road, but I was determined. Yes, ma'am, you most definitely were. Can you share a few more things with us before we close the interview? Absolutely. In 1942, I moved to Washington, D.C. During this time, World War II was going on. I was seeking better pay and a government job. I worked as a federal government employee from 1942 to 1946, and I attended night classes at the Howard University. I was offered a job at the Chicago Defender as a Washington correspondent. This was a Black-owned weekly that did not use the word Negro or Black. African Americans were referred to as the race. I was paid less than my counterparts until I proved myself. That's male counterparts. I used other writing jobs to supplement my income. I sought press credentials to cover Congress and the Senate, but that resulted in denial. 6 months later, I was granted press clearance. I became the first African American woman to gain accreditation. Thank you so much for sharing with us, Ms. Dunnigan. We appreciate you taking the time out of your day to speak with us. Thank you all for having me, Miss Waverly.